Gomer here, back with another video, and I'd like to thank you guys for going on another adventure with me today. This time we are playing in the STB-1, and if you couldn't hear by the commander, that's actually Charles Krampowski from the Holiday Ops, from the pass. So, and I unlocked that after getting several loot boxes and getting a ton of gold. I figured why not get the extra commanders and stuff, because with the blueprints and everything, I knew I'm about to get some more tanks down the line coming. It's like I want to continue making content and stuff on this game. It's easy for me to do throughout the week compared to a lot of the other games that I play. Cities, Skylines 2, Minecraft, all that. So, but I have always wanted this tank. The STB-1 has been in the game for quite some time, and it is a really good tank in my opinion. It has an absolute laser beam for a gun. That's probably one of my favorite features. And then obviously the most gun depression in the entire game, 14 degrees, is absolutely insane. It's like a vacuum cleaner, for crying out loud. And I really like to take advantage of that as much as possible. And it has turret armor enough sloped that you can really get in some fights and come out clean against some pretty nasty tanks. So here's an example here of using this insane gun depression. And this SDK2, I immediately get his attention. Yeah, take a look over here, pal. And that's exactly what I'm wanting. Baiting him into coming over that and getting hit by Artie. I'm gonna make him upset probably, and that's kind of the goal here. And as you can see, I mean, I've got a little bit of turret armor. I can actually take a kind of a dogfight here, and I know that this is allowing my heavy tanks, if you look at the map, to push around, and it allows me to still slap him in the side of the turret when he eventually comes face to face with my KR1 teammate. So I was baiting him the entire time, and it paid off. So this KR1's a pretty nasty tank, though. I take a pot shot at him, and that's when I realize, I can't expose myself too much. I don't know what else is back there, so I try spotting whatever could be back there, and I don't see anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my shot, and that obviously upset him. He immediately looks over this direction, and I am not going to go peeking that and taking the shot unless he looks the other way again. And unfortunately, I bounced. That's the KR1 for you, though. That's the crazy Russian armor that this game is notorious for. So I'm going to push around the other side of this mountain here and see, if I can get any more damage. I think I can get down this slope here. I'm gonna go to the right. There we go, get the perfect angle. And I need to kind of push up and see if I can spot anybody else on top of this hill. I kind of am one of the only tanks that's probably gonna have, good enough gun depression to fight anything that's over here. So push up and see, and that is not what I expected. For him to be on the top of that hill, oh man, that's unfortunate. I didn't get that penetration on him. I wonder if I broke a module on him, though. Let's see, probably an observation device or something like that. And, okay, an Ares as well. Okay, they are all posted up on that hill, which is, they're kind of taking a last stand approach, which is a little bit wild. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that with this many tanks left on the board, but I guess if that's what they want to try to do. And I think, this is where I know, and I'm deciding that, this is probably not going to be the best fight for me. I'm going to have to back off and turn around and go a different direction, kind of wait for the rest of my team to create way more pressure on them. I can't do that by myself in an STB. There's just no way. So instead, I'm going to push with this 430U and push around and kind of support and this flank for this IS-7 as well, because there should be enemies up here. Exactly. I knew there would, probably be somebody up here, and look, there's an FV, which is not the tank you want to get hit by, for obvious reasons. But look, he just got absolutely, slapped himself, and I will take the kill. And now we're going to create pressure from a different angle for this E4. unfortunately, that bounced. I don't understand what was going on there. He got very lucky, and obviously he's upset with me, and he's now angling and facing towards me. I'm being cheeky here and a little cocky, and I have absolutely paid for that. I'm lucky my ammo rack didn't completely explode. That is an extremely, extremely bad move by me. That's where the Gomer came out of me there for a second, with the dopey character. So, and this is where, of course I'm upset, and I'm upset with myself for allowing myself to take that damage and almost get, top blown off me and exploded. And now I want revenge, on this E4. So I'm going to use this gun mobility for sure. My ability to pop in and out and pop him low plate and get him off the board. He absolutely had to go. And see, I got a thumbs up for that. For getting revenge. I'm sure that guy saw exactly what happened. So yeah, and this is where I'm going to show the other strong aspect and feature of this tank, the great gun depression. I'm going to help this 430U, who otherwise would be on his own against some pretty powerful guns. So I'm one of the only tanks that has, with 14 degrees of gun depression, I can point down very far and help this guy out a lot. So, and I'm sure he's absolutely going to be grateful that I have decided to come over here, because he's absolutely getting bum rushed by these tank destroyers. So, and this is why I've always been interested in this tank. First time that I played it, played against it on a hill, I knew, wow, that thing. I don't even know how it was possible to hit me at the angle it was. So definitely catch you by surprise and catch you off guard the first time you come against it. And this is where, this is why I chose to back off earlier, and this is where I'm grateful that I did, because now we're facing the last stand crew up on this hill, and as long as we all work together and rush it together, we will come out victorious. So, and the KR1 here, obviously he's limping on his last leg, and I'm grateful that some of our other tanks are coming forward. This guy, I can't believe I'm still alive here. I've gotten very, very lucky, very, very grateful. I'm pretty sure he's probably overheated his gun. So I'm grateful that I blocked quite a few of those shells, guys. That was very, very close. But he was obviously fighting for his life and very aggressive. So, well, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get very much more damage here. Looking at the end of this. Wait a minute, I might be able to get something, squeeze something out of here on this concept. Absolutely. And I'll take it, guys. It's been a great match in this STB. We'll catch you in the next one.